Atir Khan, our correspondent, is now joining us with more details from the BJP headquarters after the release of the manifesto over there. Atir, with the Ram Temple figuring prominently in the manifesto, was the BJP put through any questions on what its core ideology therefore is, whether they're going back to the core Hindutva ideology?
Well, that's right. The party manifesto chairperson Murli Manohar Joshi was asked this question whether the party, by bringing out this manifesto in which there is a mention of Ram Mandir, the party is trying to confuse the voters, and whether it is trying to go back to the issue of Hindutva. Clearly on that, Murli Manohar Joshi said that it is an issue which is culturally very important for the party. However, the focus, the thrust of the manifesto is on the development, on better governance, on eradication of corruption, bringing in more opportunities for employment. It is all about inclusive growth and development for all, rather than just focusing on certain issues. There is also a mention, Maha, of a special mention of minorities in the manifesto, where the party has tried to address the concerns of the minority also.
Okay.
There is a focus that there will be special attention will be paid to the madrasas and the Waqf boards. There will be efforts to preserve, to promote Urdu language, and and overall bringing about an environment of peace. So it is a manifesto which has come in late, but the party has tried to balance the concerns of all the parties involved.
The party also took this opportunity to project a united house. Take us through the scenes you saw over there between leaders and the kind of bonhomie they shared, or perhaps the body language between leaders, because remember, there were murmurs that the manifesto itself got delayed over a tussle over Ram Mandir between Murli Manohar Joshi, the head of the manifesto committee, and Narendra Modi.
Well, that's right. Initially, there were concerns, there were reports that some of the top leadership in BJP believes that the Ram Mandir issue is a very, very important issue, whereas the other leaders, believe that the development and the growth should be the focus of manifesto. So there was a delay in bringing about the manifesto. However, the party leadership claims that there is a consensus among all the leaders. We saw barring Arun Jaitley, Nitin Gadkari, and a few other leaders. Most of the top leadership of BJP was present on the dais when the manifesto was released, and we saw very interestingly L.K. Advani saying that he wanted to listen to Narendra Modi's vision more, and immediately after the release of manifesto, had he scheduled the program, he would have wanted Narendra Modi to speak at length about his vision. We also heard Arun Jaitley, who had given his message via a recorded sort of video clipping in which he conveyed that there is adequate provision for strengthening the national security in the manifesto.
Tirate, let's leave aside the issue of the Ram Temple. What is the BJP promising as far as the economy goes?
Well, you see, the party is making tall promises. It is saying that it is going to catapult the economy into growth, and it is talking about a national leap, a sort of jump of the economic growth. And how it will bring about this growth is, one needs to see. But there are promises that it will ensure that there is all-inclusive growth, and there will be special focus on youth, generation of employment. It also talks about women empowerment. Various sections of society have been taken into account. They are talking about agricultural growth and special focus on the manufacturing sector, skill development. The party is talking about. So if you see, the entire focus is, it says, on bringing about a decisive governance, taking out the government of the policy paralysis, quote unquote policy paralysis
Okay.
and catapulting the nation to an economic growth.
Atir, this is the issue that perhaps even held the manifesto hostage, the issue of Ram Temple. Apparently, there were differences between Murli Manohar Joshi and Narendra Modi over the inclusion of that in the manifesto. Did the BJP have to say or give any clarification as to why they've come out belatedly with the manifesto when the first phase of elections has already started?
Well, you see, this has been a contentious issue from the beginning, and you know, when the last time NDA government was there, the BJP-led NDA government, the issue was put on the back burner. The party said it does not have the full majority, therefore they cannot go ahead with this. But this time around, when the party is going in for a full majority, then expecting a full majority, very categorically it says in the manifesto that it is going to go the constitutional way. There were obviously some differences of opinion. Some top leadership believe that the growth and good governance should be more important rather than any other issue. But some believe that Ram Mandir is culturally very important for the party, and obviously it has to do a tightrope. It also has to please the RSS lobby. So it has to bring about a balanced manifesto, and perhaps that is the reason that they were trying to bring all the leaders on the same platform. Clearly says that there is no difference of opinion, and finally it has come out with the party document.
Clearly, to thwart rumours that there were differences within the party, all the top leaders were brought together today. Many thanks, Atir, for getting us all those details from the BJP headquarters.